UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Royal Championship is about to begin. Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hey guys, I can't wait to watch these two go at it again. It was an incredible battle first time round, and I think there'll be a few shots fired out here.
Well, it's certainly a great opportunity for this player to bounce back in this rivalry. Can't wait to see what sort of excitement that these two generate.
Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Okay, steady now. That's a big time putt, that one. And their rival knows it too. They heard the cheers. Well, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
And that finds him in a share of second. Well, now let's see if we can get some more insight on this week's venue. John, what have you been seeing here at Lachlan Crossing that players may want to keep their mind on this week?
Well, Luke, one thing I've been seeing is a lot of excitement in the crowd. People love when the PGA Tour comes to Scotland. And if you open your eyes, you can see why. This is a classic Scottish links layout. Giant fairways and greens. And some of these greens are shared greens, so a couple holes using the same green, which is kind of a hallmark of some of these old Scottish courses. These links fairways are rugged, to say the least. Hard to tell where some of these shots will end up after they come off the club face because of the undulation in the fairways. One other thing to be aware of is the pot bunkers. There are some really small ones out there as well, and they can be very sneaky. You never know where they might pop up. Luke, I love being in Scotland, love breathing in that crisp Atlantic air. Can't wait to see what happens on the course this week.
It's always good to cozy it up to the hole on a long putt, isn't it? Currently 1 under for the round. Here we are at the third, and after a par at the last, a chance to perhaps signal some intent.
What a drive, look at that.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
And from around 135 yards, they've chosen to club down here.
Well, that's beautifully judged.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
An opportunity for a birdie here. He looked to have pulled that one. And as they leave that hole, Rich, you'd imagine a little bit frustrated after such a great shot in.
Couldn't convert after 2 good shots there. Disappointment as they're so close to the lead.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Here we are at the 4th hole. Lovely effort that. Sitting at 1 under in a share of second spot. Opting for the 5-wood. And this is an extremely long putt. You might even have to hinge on this one. That's outstanding. What a putt. Oh, how handy is that? Move him into top spot. And let's have one more look at that shot.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently in 5th place.
And with that, they move into 1st place. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4. Second shot here on the 5th. Not bad. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? You'll take the tap in for par any day. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Here we are at Lachlan Cross in the 6th hole. It's one of those par 5s that just feels like it's a tad too far to reach into.
It is, especially when it's going into the prevailing wind, which is how this hole was designed. Go ahead and just bail out to the right. Avoid those bunkers completely. Then you can go ahead and lay up once again out to the right-hand side. Don't challenge the bunkers. It's not worth it. Not unless you know for a fact you can get on in 2. From there, you're going to have a nice, simple pitch shot from, oh, I don't know, 80, 90, 100 yards to a green. Fairly undulating, but still just begging to be birdied.
Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
Go to your home ball. Go to your home. Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie. Leading by a couple after that hole. Deep into the front 9. Here we are at the 7th hole. Opting for the 9-iron. I like that strike. This one's heading well towards the green. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Has to putt this one downhill.
And that's their fourth birdie of the day.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one. Good shot there. It's a fairway finder for sure. Time for the second shot at the 8th. Chosen the pitching wedge here.
Just needs a little bit more of a kick to the right.
Yeah, that was a safe play. Lining up the birdie putt here. Get in the hole. Just didn't drop. That'll sting a bit. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly. Oh, so close. This is a bogey putt coming up. He's currently sitting in first place. And on the tee now, coming off the bogey. Might have a bit of a sting in the tail, I'd imagine. That was wonderfully done. A chance to move deeper under the card. This putt's for 4 under.
This is their look at birdie.
Nice putt to make that one. Give yourselves a pat on the back. And that will take him to 4 under. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
That's frustrating. Oh, that's too bad. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Well, this is when the knees start to knock. The sweat starts to appear on the palms of your hands, Rich. Just a slender lead with 9 to play.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
Quality shot, that one. Lining up from about 230 yards here. Now a 3-shot lead over the field. Is that what they had in mind?
What a shame.
Has hit a
lot of greens today, just not on this occasion.
Ooh, that almost went down. And here we are with their 4th. That's a well-played chip shot there.
Such soft hands.
Bogey putt coming up here. Well, they say a bogey pleases someone. The rest of the field buoyed now after that drop shot by our leader. The 11th hole at Lachlan Crossing is a strong par 4, 470 plus yards from the back tees, and there's plenty to contend with, Rich.
Luke, just that one menacing bunker right in the middle of the fairway that's going to drive you crazy as a player. However, you miss it. Now you got a second shot with, funny enough, no bunkers on the green. It's got a lot of undulation to it, especially on the front right part of it, so you can't afford to miss it there. Anything missing out to the left, though, just fine, my friend.
This putt coming up is for birdie. All right, you'll make it the next time. The putt drops, and we're moving on. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Yeah, good effort, that one, out of the bunker. And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Let's head to the 12th hole, shall we? Yep, give yourself a pat on the back. Playing from 110 yards out. He leads the field by a stroke. Needs this one to kick right. A wonderful shot and a birdie opportunity coming up at the 12th. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
This putt is about 10 feet from the hole.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
This one's looking good.
Oh, he's on fire today, building upon his lead, hole after hole. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Fortune favours the brave. Plenty of bravery here. Out comes the driver. Second shot here on their 13th hole. Oh, this is the stuff that gets the juices flowing. Driver off the deck. Wonderfully played. Sitting at -4. Currently in the lead.
They have absolutely flushed that one. Colin Morikawa, he was meant to be the original and best approach player, but I think we have a new sheriff in town.
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
Looking better.
A wonderful putt. You can claim it. Back-to-back birdies. And with that, he'll move to 5 under, 5 under, 5 under, 5 under, 5 under, 5 under par. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. Midway through the closing 9 here at Lachlan Crossing. This 14th hole is a par 4 over 450 yards.
Once again, Luke, just another gem of a hole. Massive bunker out there in the center of the fairway. But for most players, it's not going to come into play. Anything down just the right-hand side of this fairway is ideally placed. The second shot, you got to clear, I don't know, a lot of beach there to a green that's probably got more undulation than any other one on this golf course. A massive green, lots of opportunities to do good, but also a lot of opportunities to do some bad.
Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased. This is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close. That was a gallant attempt. And that should secure the par on this one. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Now 2 shots up after that one. Love the short par 4s, Rich. Always an opportunity.
Do you attack it and try and increase your lead, or do you lay back and play safe? I like to attack it. What do they like to do?
That should find the cut stuff. Time for the second shot at the 15. They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. How close was that to going down? Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
The putt drops, now at 5 under, heading down the stretch.
And just with the slimmest of leads out there, Luke, this will be interesting to see how they handle the pressure.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
Teeing off here on the 16th hole. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Always frustrated by missing a green.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
What's in front of them, Henny?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
Ooh. This next putt is for bogey. Currently 4 under for the round.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Looks like they put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Setting up in the first cut. Opting for the 5-iron. This one is headed to the right. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. That was a little bit too much power. That's not your best effort. Playing their 4th shot. Currently in the lead by a shot. Very crafty, that shot.
Great touch.
Putting for bogey here. I don't mind the look of this. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. And this player now tees off on their final hole of the event, tied for the lead.
Luke, there are some anxious moments out there. It would not shock me at all to see this go to a playoff.
Taking aim from about 220 yards out. Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
Uh-oh, this one leaking out to the right.
Ooh, wouldn't it be nice to chip this in and win the tournament? Oh, I thought that one was going in. Well, it all comes down to this. Make the putt to force a playoff. Not a bad line, this. Oh, how about that, Rich? Do you want me to go fill up your cup? Looks like we're going to extra holes. Here we go, Rich. It's time for a playoff. And we'll be using the aggregate format for this one.
Luke, in playoffs, anything can happen, my friend. Let's sit back and watch.
Well, here we go, guys. The lowest score over this next series of holes wins the event. But if it's still tied, we go to sudden death. There's no room for error, though, Rich. Let's see who comes out on top.
Get your pedal to the metal and stay on it until you cross that finish line.
Well, a big moment here. Really got to be aggressive if they want to have a chance in this one.
With their opponent in there close, Luke, absolutely take dead aim.
Plenty of nerves and pressure on the next putt. They're on the green, but lots of work left to do. And this putt to take the lead in the playoff. Nice judge of speed. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. After the first hole of this playoff, we're still tied. Now on the tee of a long par 4.
This player had a bogey here in regulation. Can't afford another one.
That looks to be a fairway finder to me. And let's see if they can recover from this fairway bunker. There's a lot on the line here. Henny, I'm sure you've got a better look of that lie.
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the sand.
They've got that one a bit heavy, but the green's still in sight. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Yeah, he's about 155 from this hole location.
Yep, that shot's safely on the green. And he needs this to save par. It was on a good line. Hopefully this putt drops. This hole will set them back a bit, but there's still time to recover.
Now that's how you roll the rock.
Okay, and with that, they'll fall behind in the playoff. Let's take another stroll up the last, shall we? Let's finish with a flurry. It'd be nice to make a move up the leaderboard. Oh, well played. Time for the second shot on the 18th. Going with the 5-wood. Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can two-putt that for sure. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Ouch, that hurts. "13 feet to the cup. It's tracking. And with that, this player will have to deal with the agony of defeat. Just didn't quite have enough to win this playoff. Well, Rich, they're certainly not going to be happy with that playoff result.
No, they're not. They seemingly had it all together in regulation, but during the aggregate, not so much.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed our extra coverage in this week's playoff finale. From myself and all the hardworking people at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. See you next time.